What is going on, everybody? It's JaxCraft 98 here, back with another Minecraft video of the JaxCraft 50% Survival, 50% Creative series. And I gotta tell you guys, this is the last video. Yes, I know, you're probably like, what? The last one? Yes, it is the last video of not just JaxCraft, the whole channel, but of this world specifically, of JaxCraft, of Jax's COVID-19 World 2020. This is the last of this world. For many reasons, this world is about 3 months old now. I first started it like July, it was July 1st when I pretty much started it. And this was meant to be just an all-out survival world, where it was not supposed to have creative in it whatsoever. It was meant to be just all survival. However, things took a major twist and turn, and it ended up being creative as well. And that's not exactly what I had in mind, but even though we did it creative as well, I still had a lot of fun time building stuff, and it turned out really, really nice. And for another reason, my like creative thinking has gone to a decline with this world. Like, I've built so much in this for 39 episodes that I don't know what else to build anymore, because I feel like it's just complete. I really just don't know what to build anymore. And I know the creative imagination is hard, but it looks good the way it is, and it really has came a long way. Because recently I started I started another survival world where it's not going to be creative at all. And it's Jax's Japanese craft, it's Hattori craft. And that'll be the new series coming up after this series. So, those of you who have been with me for a while during this series, I just want to say thank you very much for watching, and thank you for your nice comments that I usually see. And I know a lot of people have had fun watching this world, and I certainly have had a great time in it as well. And yeah, it was not easy to do. And anyways, I'm gonna get started here. This is a complete world tour. Whatever you're doing, make sure you sit back, relax, have a drink, have something to eat with you, and enjoy. So, where do I want to begin here? Because I totally forgot where I respawned, and what I'm gonna do is spawn, like, I don't know, just anywhere out there. This map was unlimited, so when you go on the map, it keeps expanding and expanding, and it never ends. It's an endless map. But just imagine this whole entire village right here, which we're gonna start, and nothing was here yet. It was all just grass and trees. This river right here that you're looking at down here, this river was here before. I did not make this river, and this river went all the way here. And the very first thing I built was actually a survival house. This survival house was like right here. Now again, imagine nothing's here. Just close your eyes and imagine nothing is here yet. It was just a wooden plank little hut, and I created it here. And I went somewhere over here to find a spot, and I just put some doors here and decided to build my house. And I decided to give it, you know, a simple feel with some bushes on the outside. I put some glowstone under the bushes on the outside, which I thought was really nice. Got some wood. I wanted to make a second floor, and for the exterior outside, I wanted to make the windows match with each other. And if you look in the back here, the windows I did, it looks like an hourglass. When I was doing this, I didn't know it would be that shape. It turned out really cool though. It's really nice, and I went inside, was making this first floor. I decided to put something here in the middle to support the stairs, because normally what I like to do is put stairs on the side, but I wanted to be different. I really wanted to think outside the box here. So I did this, some cobblestone stairs. I guess I wanted to make this like a dining room area. And I made like a little TV here. Kitchen. I don't really have a kitchen. I didn't really make a kitchen. I just put random big chest here. I think the upstairs is personally my favorite. Put a lot of time into this. And I put glass panes because I wanted to make it different. Because in some houses, when you go upstairs, you can look down and see the first floor. And I decided to put the portal inside my house because I thought it was very handy. This is the bed. This is a lamp. This is not the best lamp. I could have done way better on that lamp. This is like little bookshelves and pumpkins, ender chest. This is my little lab area over here where I work on experiments and potions and, you know, all that stuff like that. A bunch of netherrack and gas tiers and everything. Out here is the balcony. Really, really nice balcony. You get a good view. Now again, nothing was here yet. I know it's hard to imagine, but nothing was here yet. And I was in survival. And I decided to make one more floor because there was extra room for the roof. And I made this into a storage room. And I thought it was really handy. So you got stuff like mushrooms and dirt and wood and glass and cobblestone and gold and iron and diamond and emerald, sands, axes, pickaxes, obsidian, redstone, lapis lazuli, quartz, netherrack, glowstone, slime, and I didn't finish these off, but that's a lot of stuff. And I made the windows connect, so you have this window here going down to this window here, and it's like connecting. So yeah, I thought that was really cool. It's very well centered and organized. And after I was done with this house, I was really impressed with my first home. Pretty good house to build in survival. I would say so myself. It really turned out nice. And this is when hell went down. Basically, when I built the nether for the first time, I went in it, right? So look, we're gonna go in the nether real quick. This is the nether. Came out, and what do you know? A giant ghast, maybe two of them, was right here, and they destroyed the portal. And I couldn't get back in, because I had no flint and steel with me. Because if you don't have flint and steel to light up the nether, then ain't no way in hell you can get back home. So, hell back home. Way to use that pun, because this is literally hell. But then that's when I had to switch to creative, sadly, and because it broke the survival rule that it was on, and I had to go to creative just to get a flint and steel and change it back to survival, which was like, So then I had to build like dirt all the way around this portal because I knew trouble would be coming along all the time. Ooh, that was weird. Okay, it's still loading. But yeah, that was not good. It was not fun. Anyways, after I built my house... Panda. After I built my house, I decided to build like a path. And some street lamps, some path lamps, with like glowstone on top, with trapdoors on the side, and some stone slabs. Also wanted to do sea lanterns too, and my gosh, I wanted these things so bad. Because how cool they looked. And they were not easy to get. They were a pain to get. So I made this oak wood path. I went out to here, then went to here, then went up here, and then that's when I decided that the second building I made was this mushroom library. And how I got the mushroom was for the silk touch pickaxe, and because when you have a silk touch pickaxe, you're able to gather mushroom blocks. So I made it out of oak and mushroom library, and this is great. This is like my second favorite building in the world. I don't know what my first favorite is yet, but this is really neat. It's got some aisles. It's got places to sit and read and relax. It's got pictures. It's got a fireplace you can sit by. I put the enchantment table in here. I think I should have made this bigger because I wasn't getting powerful enough enchantments. So that was silly of me. But it's really homey in here. It's very, very, very nice. And the fact that I made this in survival as well, I can't believe I did it. Oh my goodness. The Enderman got up here and took some of my blocks. Oh boy, let's see if I can fix that. I hate it when Endermen do that. I don't know why they have to do that. There we go. Alright. Much better. So after I built this, then I think I built the horse stable. I found these horses, and what's sad is I never ride these horses. I don't know why, so they've been locked up in here. They've just been in here the whole time. I called it Shadow because it was just Shadow, because that's Shadow right there in the gold armor. And this guy, I don't even know if I gave this guy a name. I just found him and whatever. I don't know. Oh man. Creeper. Wow. Taking a bath, dude? Is it really going in the library? Oh my gosh. Good thing I'm in creative. Nothing can happen here. So I built this, I built that, I built the horse stable. After that, I decided to build this guy. This Enderman statue. Excuse me, indigestion. It's funny because all this black wool was so time consuming to get. Because in survival, one, I literally had to find black sheep to kill, or two, I had to get bone meal, find any sheep, just to turn them black, and then kill them. And get all this black wool to build an Enderman. And I got the white wool, that was easy. But the magenta glass is when I got it from the end city. And I used that for the eyes, and it does, it looks like an Enderman. I thought it was really neat to build in survival. Then that's when I used this, all this end material here, and build a dragon egg monument. Oh, hail the egg! So, I built this monument just so you can look at the egg and stuff. It's not bad, I got some end rods, did that. It's just really small. And then I remember the next thing I built after that was definitely the Snow Golem Resort, or what used to be the Snow Golem Resort. But basically you go in, and, you know, there was snow golems here. And, now keep in mind, this was all built in the Xbox One edition. Which I was building everything in Xbox One edition. Now it's in Bedrock edition, but before, in Xbox One edition, there were snow golems in here. And they were living their best life until the mob started taking over the place and killed them all. So, sadly, they don't live here anymore. It's abandoned, and I really don't know. It's just an abandoned motel, I guess. I mean, yeah. Still looks really nice, though. I like it. I really liked the look of it. I really wanted to do ice and like snow together, but I had so much trouble building it because every time I did ice, it would melt. Water would get everywhere. It would be so annoying. So there's no lights inside. And I had to put glowstone on the outside to support it, and it's still standing like that. So that's good. And I remember I built like an iron golem cottage for one of my iron golems named Danny. Basically I just gave him a home. I don't know what happened to poor Danny, but he must have left. Now it's home to a villager and his pet parrot, apparently. But this used to be his home. It did. He had a bed, a painting, an iron ingot, of course, and, you know, made out of iron quartz. Yeah. That's what it was. And then I really don't remember what came after that, but this flower fountain I built because, you know, with these paths, there was all this grass space, and I wanted to really fill these spaces because it was annoying me. I hate when I see empty spaces and there's nothing there. I gotta put something there, you know? So, I build like this simple flower fountain, all kinds of flowers and just something to sit down and look at. It's nice. It's really nice. It's beautiful. My buddy Extra, he built like this pond. This used to be like sugarcane and just a little grass pond, but he updated it with cobblestone and sea pickles he got when he went deep sea diving. And then there's boats. I don't know what these guys are doing in there, but yeah. This was Extra's house, the guy who was helping me with this village most of the time. And he started making a wall around the village, so just to keep out the mobs at night so they couldn't get in. With iron doors, of course. So he made this wall around the village, and there's a bunch of lamps on it. So it was to protect the, like, from the mobs. And actually, this is my first favorite thing in the world. Like, this is like #1 for me. Because I put so much effort into this. This is a modern quartz house. This quartz was a pain to get. I got it from the Nether, which was extremely hard to do because you had to go thousands of miles just to find it deep in the ground. You had to avoid gas and everything. It was a pain. It was. It was crazy. So, yeah. I built like this hot tub here to look really nice. The black glass panes, like a balcony, makes it look really modern to look over when you're looking over stuff. So you got people sitting there, a hot tub, some modern bushes. Got the inside. Yeah, it's nice. Very, very nice. This is an upstairs. They have a bed. You get quite a view out here. And then this is just like a really small balcony I made. Yeah, pretty cool. Really, really cool. And this was also built in the Xbox One edition of Survival. This is the Magma Shrine. I decided to get all these magma cubes, magma blocks. And I just wanted to make like a shrine, a temple. I could have made this a hotel maybe. Because it has some floors to it, and I don't know, I could have made some bedrooms in here, but I don't know, it's just something to go in and, you know, have fun in, I guess. So, it's really neat. And on the outside I made like this, I wanted this lava waterfall pouring from the building on, like, over the building into that, and it looks really nice, really, really cool. Then I built a greenhouse, and you got all your beets, your wheat, and your melons, your pumpkins, your potatoes, and carrots, and over here is like a little garden area I made where you just go and sit down and just meditate or pray or do pig. What's up, dude? No? You don't like me? Okay, cool. But I got all my farm material in here, and it's neat. It really is. It's not bad. Just a simple little greenhouse. I built like a tree on top for some reason just to finish it off. So we've gone over this, that, we've gone over everything on this side. Oh, by the way, this is my doghouse. I made it out of blue wool and some blue stained glass, some gold. Yeah, honestly, blue feels like a king in this doghouse. Like, he has a luxurious doghouse. Like, it can't get any better than this. Like, it's just great. Oh, I made an acai Kea treehouse or whatever. the wood that you get from the freaking, oop, oh well, from the freaking savannah. So I had to go all the way out to the savannas just to get this wood and make this little treehouse. And it's pretty cool. You get a view of everything in here. You're like in the city. You're like in downtown. So it's really nice. And you got lanterns in here. Not bad. Nobody ended up living there though. And, of course, I wanted to make a church because I believe every city or every town deserves a church because, you know, I'm a Christian and I'm religious, so I really needed it to be in here. The Cactus Church of Christ. It was in the desert, so I decided to give it a cactus theme. You have cactus on the outside. You walk in and you're on the carpet. You're sitting down in the rows. This is the roof. And that's the cross. This is the podium. This is where you get baptized. So it's like a Baptist cactus church. It turned out nice. I liked it. Over here I built like this nether wart farm. Cause I needed all this nether wart for making my potions and everything. So I decided to build another portal, and I thought when I built this portal that the portal would go somewhere else, but instead, it goes back into my house. I wanted to come back out of my house or into here, but it doesn't work like that apparently. So that was a failure for me. Of course I got a beacon, because I had to fight the Wither. And man, that was a ridiculous fight. If you want to go watch that fight, guys, that's episode 20. That was a very, very eventful fight. Oh my goodness, it was crazy. So I made this beacon that looks nice. It's just a simple iron beacon. This is a watchtower that my buddy Extra and I built. We decided to give it a stone brick fill, and with some glowstone and some wood. He made like the stairs for it, so if we go up the stairs, it's like a spiral staircase. I know it kind of makes you dizzy. It's making me dizzy right now. But yeah, we were up here and we made the roof and we just decided to make it like a watchtower to watch for mobs coming in, to see where they were coming from. So, and the roof, he did a really good job on this roof here. He was really skilled at doing the roof. So that turned out really nice. So we've gone over everything inside the wall here. This was completely survival. This was also survival. I had all this netherrack that I had been gathering from the nether, and I decided to make a giant fire needle. And let me show you how far up this thing can go. It's going up and up and up, but not as high as that when I get to that in the lastly. But I made a fire needle, and yeah, it's up here. Quite a view. Don't know why I decided to, because, you know, I just decided to be creative and make a repeating pattern of fire and netherrack, and it looks really cool. Really nice. And after that was when I decided to make a sheep head for the sheep wool storage. So you have all where you put all the sheep wool in. You got blue, you got black, gray, white, red. The rest I didn't do. Don't know why, but just a simple little storage place. It's not much really. My buddy Michael, Lincoln618, he built like this secret base or something. Look how cool that is. See, he built like this base, and he's got doors. He made this with all these patterns here, and he made a portal that goes into Nether with this, so turned out really neat. This is a giant tree monster I built in survival, just using dirt with some trees. It's a giant tree monster. I decided to make it all wonky and stuff. It's holding tree saplings. It has tree saplings growing on him, and it's got teeth, the nose, the eyes. and its head. It turned out really neat. It's pretty cool. This is a dock that Michael made, because we knew that boats would leave out of this dock, and what they do is, the river now, he put glowstone in so it can be lit up, and when you're on the boat, it looks really neat when you're on the boat, looking at a perspective like that. He decided to make a little bridge underway to enter the city. And you continue down this river here, and it goes to this monstrosity over here. We will get to that after we're done with this city over here, though. This is a lighthouse I decided to make using all the redstone I gathered in survival. Made it into redstone blocks, white wool, glass, glowstone. This was very time consuming to build as well. Just a simple lighthouse. Nothing much really. This was the bridge I made over the water. Over here is a interesting dock, like a little pier, like a fireplace. I decided to make this pier like a soul pier, because it's got the soul fire, and it's also got the soul lamps, so it's really cool. Yes, I know. We call it Gaze Dock. Why is it called Gaze Dock? Don't ask, but... Oh, man. The jokes we have. Then after this, I made like a coaster, and this was a huge coaster I decided to build. And sadly, I wanted to make it survival, and we had to go creative on this because this was going to take me forever. So this whole half right here I did survival, and let me tell you, the amount of trees I had to cut down just to do all this fencing. Like, think about it. I started from the ground, I had to build myself up just to do the fences. Very, very time consuming. So I didn't know what direction to do this coaster, but I decided to go around, go down, go up, and go around the whole entire city. And it ends, like, over here at Michael's brick lava trap or something. So it's a coaster that, like, guards the city almost. It's like a giant wall around the city, even though it's a coaster. Then it led to things being built outside of the city, which was a dungeon that Michael made, a mob dungeon. And it really does look like a dungeon. I really love this design he made. He made it with, sorry, my voice sounds so dry, I need water or something. But he put some lamps on it, and many, many other stuff as well. And inside, if we go here, it looks really spooky. Look at that. It's pretty dope. He's got skulls lying on the ground. You got mobs in here. Look, it's like they're in prison. It's really cool. There's a lava pool here. You got some of these guys here. Yeah. What up, dudes? What up, man? It's time to party. But yeah, and then he decided to make this skeleton. And this was based off of a Minecraft poster that I got, because on the poster, it has a skeleton with lava and stuff, and it's holding a bow, and it didn't have this on its arm. He decided to make like a cybernetic gun on its arm that shoots out TNT. And it's really fun to do. Luckily, when he did it, the TNT didn't go to the city. It only went out like right here and fell right there, so... Yeah, he used crying obsidian for the eyes and the mouth. Put some trees on the shoulder. He put some pumpkins on top, right here. Yeah, really, really cool. Really cool. He built another portal inside of its head. Yeah, practically mobs live here. And this is where the mobs fall into the water from up there. And then I decided to make a giant sandcastle. A giant sandcastle. This took forever to build as well because of the amount of sand I had to get. This turned out really nice. all this terracotta he made as the floor. We were gonna do like a throne and stuff and build stuff inside, but I don't know why we didn't do that. I guess we got too lazy and just moved on to building other stuff, but we got the outside. These are our archers here. As you can see, they watch over everything in the city. So that's pretty neat. These are the last two I'm going to show you over here in the city. This is a Blackstone fortress. Not a fortune. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so tired. I'm so out of it. Just bear with me. This fortress, it could have been better. I'm a bit disappointed in it. It's hard to build something like this in survival because the amount of Blackstone I got, but you know, I'm pretty proud that I at least built it in survival. So, it's neat. It's really neat. It's, you know, just walk in and go up here. I wanted to make it bigger, but it never happened, so. And then this right here, all this brick I made out of clay, this is just an art museum. And this turned out really nice. It's got every single painting in Minecraft that you can ever imagine. So, I decided to make the floor like out of glowstone and like green grass blocks. And in survival I ran out of glass and I just put that dirt there. I'm like, you know what? This could be a work of art. Why not? I mean, it works as a work of art. So, it's nice. You just come in here and look at all the paintings and, you know, admire them. So, I like that. Is that all I showed here in this village? In this city? Yeah. So, okay guys, anyway, this city was made... most of it was made in survival, the outside was creative, and we're going to move on to Michael's monstrosity, Asian, Japanese looking Russian Doge, whatever he made over here. He decided to make his own territory over here, so you got like a fortress here. He spent a lot of time on this fortress too. This was all made in creative, by the way, but it looks cool. Like, this took him forever to make. Kinda looks like the Great Wall of China from a distance, if you think about it. This is really, really nice. He made this nether brick fortress or castle that he made, and it literally looks like the gates to hell. And that's like the eyes, that's the mouth. He made like lava around the whole place. You go in, there's nether wart. Look how cool this is. Look how neat. Like, that is just mesmerizing. It is just so neat. And he put pigmen in here to live in here because all the pigmen live here. And you walk up here, you got the nether portal inside, and this is what it looks like inside. I did not mean to go in there. Get me back home! Get me back home! What the heck? Oh my word. Oh, these portals, man. I don't know what I can do with these. We're flying back there again for the millionth time. But yeah, he made this fortress. It turned out really nice. And then he made like this Japanese looking temple. And yeah, he made it like out of nether brick and stuff. Really nice build. And he put lava all around the place to make it feel like it's like this like other worldly atmosphere. But yeah, it's pretty neat. He really put time into this. He certainly has put a lot of time into this Russian Doge as well. If you guys all know the Doge meme, that dog, he's basically trying to make a giant Doge face, which is really funny. Because that Doge meme is absolutely funny to him. And notice how, like I was saying before, how you come out from the city onto the boat from the river to the village, so that's really neat. And then after this, everything was built here, right behind this, he just started to make like this tree gate to heaven. And this took him forever to build. He put vines all around it. And this is the tallest thing in the world. He decided to make this his home. This is where he lives. So it's like a giant, giant pyramid. He made each rooms on all four. This is his farm. That's his room he made with his dogs and all the elements. Another portal, enchantment room with paintings. And the mob room with head and armor and everything with his iron golem, so that's really neat. And if we look up here from the top, wow, it's just great. Look at that. Look at that. Look how cool that looks down there from the view. That is really, really nice. Really, really nice. Then, after that, this was the last thing that I have built in the world. This is a giant snow tower business type of center. You know, this whole area here had nothing, and what you're seeing right here is where I fought the Wither. And back in episode 20, I was originally supposed to fight the Wither underground, but the Wither escaped. It escaped from this pond. It flew away. Luckily, it came over here where there was nothing yet, and was just destroying everything on this mountain called Alpaca Mountain, because this is where all these alpacas used to be. And it's such an eventful fight. I was, you know, he blew up the ground and everything, and I killed him down here finally. So yeah, he made a mess right here. That's for sure. So yeah, I hate the Wither for that. But I wanted to make something out of snow. So, like something like a huge snow scraper. So, it's like this huge futuristic snow scraper that basically is like a business center, and a bunch of snow golems live in it. And this is a place where snow golems can actually live, too. This is quite a view as well. Look how nice it looks from the back perspective. So we decided to make like these giant pillars that support at the bottom of the skyscraper, and we basically built like stairs all the way around it to get up. So you know, you're walking and you go up, and you get this whole vast view of the water and way out and beyond. It's so nice. Really, really nice. It's beautiful. But you got that, and you know what? There was a path here, and it started building snow lamps and stuff and end rods, and then I said, you know what? I'm just gonna make this a little snow village here. Why not? So these are where the polar bears and snow golems live. I made a little village just for them. Little igloo house for the golem. He's got a little bedroom and a painting. Oop. Sorry, dude. I'll get out of your house. And then I went over here. This house turned out really nice. I made out of blue ice and more snow. Polar bears live in here. They got a kitchen. They got a lot of meat, fish. What up, dude? How you doing, buddy? And you get to eat stuff here. The soul lamp. Upstairs is the bedroom. You get a view inside at the tower from the bedroom, which is really nice. We went up here, and I made like this mini mansion. So, it's like a little ice mansion. This is cool. There's nothing in it yet. I never got to anything, so... And then this was the last house that I made right here. So yeah, it's little. And this is the other house with a chimney that I made on the top. It's like the structure of it around here, if we look. It's got an oak roof and stuff. Nothing in here as well. We're going up. We're going up. We're going up. We are going up. 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 And up. More up than ever before. Alrighty. Anyway, guys, that is the end of this episode here, along with the end of the Jax's COVID-19 World JaxCraft series. It is not the end of the JaxCraft series, but it is the end of this world and this city in particular. This is now a complete world, and I'm so happy that I really got to work on all this, and, you know, I can always come back and visit, and it's great. I made a lot of memories here. Anyways, stay tuned for the new Jax's Japanese Craft Hattori Craft series. All survival. I promise you, it will not be creative. It will not be creative. I promise you. It will not be. Literally going to be all survival, and I'm going to try to keep it as long as possible. So it'll be really, really neat. Oh, it started snowing. That's great. Anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this world tour, and I really hope you enjoyed this world series as a whole. Stay tuned for the next brand new series. Goodbye.